making a run at it, aren't you? Rolling up a stake and going to Vegas.
Welcome to the #1 poker radio show in the world. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. 1 full hour of poker news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises. Now let's bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
My cameras got switched. That's silly. Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? Got a day off yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that great show we had with Norman Chad and Rep Porter on yesterday. I'll tell you what. I do not envy Norman Chad and those guys of Ferguson and Lederer make a deep run. I think Norman really tried to understate that a little bit just on what he was going to have to do. But we'll see how things happen. There's Lizzie Harrison walking down the hallway, by the way. But we do have a couple guests lined up. We're going to have Jacob Zalewski coming in here from the One Step Closer Foundation. He's going to be joining us in very shortly, kind of get everything changed around in here to help him out a little bit. And we also are going to be joined by Tony Burns from Seminole Hard Rock down in Hollywood, Florida. He's going to be on the show. We're going to get to talk to him about what are they doing here. This is Vegas. Hey, hanging out around the Rio for. But there is a reason for it, so we'll get to talk to Tony a while to say hi and let him see what's going on here at the World Series of Poker, too. So, and of course, we're going to have all the news and notes and many more guests stopping by as we get things rolling here on another edition of the Mark Hoke Show here from the World Series of Poker. Oh, boy. And while we're waiting for Jacob, I do want to mention we welcome back. It's only gone for a little while. We just had to wrap up the deal. We're very excited to have Conler & Associates back on board with us here on the Mark Hoke Show. We got everything worked out, 2 days ago, and we are rolling with Conler & Associates. Of course, you see them here at the World Series of Poker. They got their great booth set up. They are gambling and poker player specialists. I can tell you that, just from the response we had in the short campaign that we did a little while ago, that they got some terrific people coming on board with them and, players you can trust. And if you're looking for somebody that's going to get the job done for you, let's check out Conler & Associates at pokercpa.com. So welcome back, guys. We do appreciate it. All right, so we're waiting for Jacob here, and as soon as we get him in here, we will say hi to him, and we've also got Tony Burns coming on as well. All right, 1 second. I'm just kind of moving some stuff around here. I've got a lot of windows open at the moment. Poor preparation on my part. That's the way it goes. There we go. Almost, and boom, there we are. All right, and of course, some big news yesterday. We had 2 more big names winning bracelets here at the World Series of Poker. Pretty exciting stuff as Paul Volpe does it again. And, it's funny, 2 guys that I knew from, believe it or not, you're probably going to laugh, the Scott Matiso show way back when we all hung around in the chat room. The 2 really best pros, other than, when Mike would come in and, we'd occasionally get the grinders stopping by and stuff. But the 2 guys that were the real, rocks that came by were Paul Volpe and Ryan LaPlante. And, that's how I got to know those guys. And Paul has just claimed another World Series of Poker bracelet. He knocks off Jason Stockfish, to win the $1,500 8-game mix. I mean, Volpe is a mixed games superstar, and he showed it again as he picks up the event 15 title and scores himself some money, namely $149,943, beating out 491 entries to get the job done there. So congratulations to Paul Volpe, another World Series of Poker bracelet. And Stockfish finishing second, Ron Ware in third, Benjamin Ludlow in fourth, Anthony Lazar in fifth, and Gavin Smith sneaks down here from Alaska and brings home a sixth-place finish for himself here at the World Series of Poker. Bart Leibert also finishing in seventh, and we're going to be mentioning him and a couple other guys later on in the show because I hate to say it, but I think there's some controversy coming again with the Player of the Year race. Had it up there today, and I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised, but we'll check that out in a while. We also had another big name step up and get the job done. Jason Mercier claims his fourth World Series of Poker bracelet I don't know. I guess he didn't like being tied with Rep. But Mercier wins the $10,000 deuce to 7 draw low ball championship, beating out 100 entries, an all-star field there. Mike Watts and Sir Watts finishing in second. Lamar Wilkinson in third, David Gray in fourth, Benny Glazer in fifth, Stephen Chidwick in sixth, Alex Luneau, who led the way going into that thing, ends up finishing in seventh, Harizel Zaleski in eighth, and Jesse Martin in ninth, and Anthony Zeno taking 10th place in that one. But congratulations to Jason Mercier, who rolls his way to a fourth World Series of Poker bracelet as he continues his climb to become one of the all-time greats in the game. Also going on today, starting yesterday, well, this one's already almost whittled down, the Event 17 $1,000 No Limit Hold'em tournament. They are down to 18. Danny Wong is leading the way in that one, 1.25 million chips, followed by Cameron Reze at 1.16 million chips. Also in there, Charles Carger, James Mackey, Roberto Romanello, Chase Bianchi, Hiri Horak, Chris Long, Corey Aldemir, James Alexander, Anuj Ball, James Chen, Eric Silberman, Paul Nunez, Matthew Schreiber, Felix Maureen Dutil, Nikolai Sears, all still alive in that. They're actually down to 18 or 17. That Jeff Gross finished out today in 23rd place in that one. All right, and we're going to get Jacob in here. He has arrived, and we'll cut our results short here just a little bit to get him on. He's going to be ready to talk about the One Step Foundation, so I think Bernard's going to get him all squared away here. So, and the big Vincent Moss, look at that guy. It's a bad man. So we'll get Jacob in here. Can we get here? I'll give you that chair. I forgot to pull that chair out. That wasn't very nice of me. But we'll get Jacob in here. So we're just adjusting the set a little bit. And we're almost there. Oh, please don't fall over. There we go. He's going to make it. All right. Safe passage, my friend. All right, I'll slide over here a little bit. Of course, I'm not important, but we want to get Jacob on camera here too. So I'll move over and just drive on in here, big man.
Let me know how much bread you set there.
Oh, you're all right. Okay, I'll just lean in. That's it. There, you're good. All right, you want to hand the mic there, Bernard, and we'll get him all squared up. Yep, let me just turn that on for you. Here, you can take that out of the stand and we'll just hand it off. There you go. Jacob, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
What's going on? Thanks for having me, man. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that I forgot about yesterday taking the day off, so we're even.
Yeah, we are even.
It's all good. Well, Jacob, of course, the annual event that we always have here with you guys with the One Step One Step Closer Foundation. Tell everybody what we've got going on coming up.
Well, basically, this is our 9th year. Can you believe that?
Oh, that is unbelievable.
We're doing a celebrity charity poker tournament to benefit kids and people with cerebral palsy, which I've been afflicted with. So I love poker. You know, I know I'm in a fortunate position. I've had a 3% chance of survival. So, you know, to make it this far has been a blessing. I'm free rolling as we speak. So putting poker and charity for me was a no-brainer, and I've been lucky enough to have the amazing support of my wonderful family and my friends in the poker community, which over 9 years it's been astonishing.
How did you get involved in poker in the first place?
Well, my dad is a professional poker player, so it's really literally been in my blood. I remember, you know, when I'm not going to mention any names because I don't know if they want me to, but I remember being a baby when we had some of the big poker pros coming over to my dad's house when they were doing their home games, and I was sitting on my dad's lap, you know, as he was, you know, raising them and calling them, and they were folding. So
nice.
It's been in the blood ever since I can remember, and I've always loved it. You know, it's a great game. It's one game in particular that I have no disadvantage in, and everybody's on the same playing field. So what better way to give back than by with a game that I love? So
how much do you get to play, by the way?
Not often. I mean, I'm so busy doing charity work, but when I'm out here in Vegas, I try to play as much as possible. So I do the 10K and, you know, a couple of cash. But, you know, I wish I could play more just so I can get a little bit more practice. I think some people would consider me a fish.
Oh, well, you're hanging out with Bernard Lee, so that explains that. I'm kidding, Bernard. He's going to be on the show tomorrow, too, so he's going to get me for that one. He's going to get me for that. That's all right. We all know Bernard is an incredible poker player. He's the man. We all know this.
He is the man.
He is the man.
That's why we hired him.
Yeah, there you go. Well, of course, what we've got is the Raising the Stakes for CP coming up here on Friday, June 17th at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas, starting at 12:30. So you guys actually, get to sleep a little bit before everybody comes over. But, man, this is an all-star event. Tell everybody what's going on with this thing.
Well, Montel Williams, who's been pretty much with us since the very first one we had in 2008. I mean, the man doesn't stop. He comes in and, you think he's topped himself every year, and every year he comes out and re-tops himself again. And we have, amazing. We have Anthony Anderson. We have Playmates. We have UFC fighters, Ian McCall, Forrest Griffin, and Jennifer Tilly, and Antonius Fondiari. So many more to count. But it's been an amazing cast and amazing support. Really, it has.
Yeah, I mean this list. We have the flyer right here, and the list of people that are going to be at this thing. You mentioned Montel. Cheryl Hines is going to be there. One of my personal favorites from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh my God,
she's great. Isn't she?
Oh, she's amazing. Anthony Anderson's going to be there. Allison Waite, Stacey Fuzon, Alicia Webb, Jose Canseco is going to be there. Lawyer Malloy from the NFL, Randy Couture, Jamie Gold, Dennis Phillips, Noah Schwartz, Maria Ho, Antonio Sfondiari, Daniel Negreanu, Joe Cotta, Forrest Griffin, Phil Baroni, Ian McCall, among many others that are going to be attending. I mean, this is going to be an unreal event.
Let me also say, while you're coming for a good cause, and really all the money is going to help, Shriners Hospital, Cheer Hospital. All these are hospitals that I've been associated with and patients of at one point or another, and they pretty much made me into the person I am today. And they've done things with my body, painful things, that I never thought I'd be able to do today because of them. So it all goes to a really, really great cause. But also, not only do you have a chance to mingle with these guys, but you also have a chance to win some really cool prizes. $10,000 for first place.
That's a good prize.
$5,000 for second.
That's a good prize, too.
And one of my personal favorites is once in a lifetime VIP sports experience with the one and only Lawyer Malloy.
Ooh.
We will fly you and a guest to Seattle, Washington, for a 2-night stay, hotel, and then you get a chance to go to an NFL game with Lawyer.
Nice.
So how cool is that?
That is not
bad at all.
That's
donated by Lawyer Malloy. A special thanks goes out to him and everybody else for making these wonderful packages, especially MGM. I forget the other ones. Excuse me, but we have really great packages available. A lot of fun for a good cause.
Well, what's the buy-in on the tournament?
$300.
Okay.
$300 to win $10,000. To play with these people that some may not have a chance to play with ever again.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing.
And it's just funny. I mean, I've known you for a few years now, and it's just amazing that this has been going on for 9 years now, and it's just such an unbelievable event. I mean, when you look back on all this, and you see from where this started to where it is now, I mean, it's just got to blow you away.
The funny thing, I'm glad you brought that up, but when we did this in 2008, I really just wanted to make a difference. I wanted to take what I had. I'm very fortunate, like I said, because the version of CP, and there's really 10,000 different versions. It's just put into an umbrella term known as cerebral palsy, but there really is no definitive term to what it is. I have been very fortunate in that I got afflicted with it very lightly, but I know a lot of people have it worse than I do. So to be able to do this for them and make their lives better in one way or another, that's what it's all about. Yeah. And in 2008, when we did this, we had 45 players, and we raised $44,000.
Wow.
And here we are today at $750,000 and counting, and this is our drive to $1 million. So what we are hoping to do is raise $1 million with this particular event.
Oh my God.
And really knock it out of the park. And with the help of Planet Hollywood and the amazing celebrity guests and the sponsorships like Deep Stack and Heartland Poker Tour, I really do think we're going to be able to knock it out of the park this time.
I'm sure you're going to. I mean,
Are you coming?
I'm going to try and get over. I'll do my best.
I don't do tries. You got to tell me right now on the air.
I got to check the schedule. I have a kid.
Okay.
So I'll do what I will.
That.
If I can do everything I can, I'll get my butt over there for a little while. I
That's
promise.
the only thing I'll accept.
Okay, fair enough.
Thanks.
I will make sure we make the time. Well, Jacob, hey, I want to thank you for stopping over.
Thank you for
I do
having me,
appreciate
Mark.
it. And once again, website.
It's www.1, S as in Sam, C as in Charlie, F as in Frank.org. You can get all the up-to-date information about the tournament, or if you want, you can donate. And like I said, every penny helps. I've never taken a salary for this thing. I just do it to make a difference.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, and I know everybody's very glad to keep seeing you around, and it's a life dealt you a tough hand, and you made by far the best of it you could.
I'm a good bluffer, so while life might have dealt me a 7-2, I'm holding aces.
You betcha, brother. Well, congratulations. And once again, don't forget, it is Raising the Stakes for CP for the One Step Closer Foundation. Friday, June 17th, over at Planet Hollywood, 12:30 in the mezzanine level. Top prize, $10,000 and all sorts of great stuff. Terrific celebrities. It's
Mark,
gonna be a
can
lot
we
of fun.
do something real quick?
Sure.
Anybody who calls in and you decide, I'll give away a free seat. Anybody who calls in and mentions the charity on your show will get a free seat, courtesy of me and the One Step Closer Foundation.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fantastic. Well, we'll try and get some people to stay. We aren't taking call-ins, but I'll find some way to do it.
All right.
How about I'll find a way to get a seat, at least give a seat away.
You got it.
We'll do something good. So.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
You got it, brother. All right, there you go. Jacob Zalewski. And then, so we're going to take a break and reset our set because, we take care of our guests. That's what we do around here.
I completely messed it up.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. So we're going to step back, and then we're going to hear from Tony Burns from Seminole Hard Rock and so many more, because this is what happens on this show. It gets crazy. You never know who's going to show up. We have a great time. But make sure you guys get over to Planet Hollywood, please. It's a terrific cause. And you heard that. Let's get this thing over $1 million this year. That'd be awesome. All right. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back on the Mark Hoke Show. And we'll go to the exciting fan cam. It's not that exciting today. A little bit quiet, but we'll just say hi to everybody while we take care of our stuff over here. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Thanks. Was that good, Mark?
With a WSOP coming up, you can now win a seat in the Colossus with a U-Stake Colossus seat giveaway. It's the dream of every poker player to play in the biggest events in the world or to have a piece of their favorite championship players. Now, with Ustake.com, that dream can become a reality. Ustake.com offers you a chance to put up staking packages for the events that you want to play or buy pieces of top professionals for as little as $20. Using a safe and secure payment and payout process, all transactions are done with full transparency, so you know where your investments are and that they're handled properly. And the best part is, anyone can participate at Ustake.com, from the amateur to the top poker pro. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for free at Ustake.com and get in on the exciting poker action now. Sign up now using promo code Mark Hoke Show and get free entry to the Colossus seat giveaway. One entry for signing up and earn another entry when you back a player. It's sports staking, simple and secure. Ustake.com. If you're into sports cards and memorabilia, you have got to check out Brickus Breaks. Very much like a poker tourney, you buy into a break and have a shot to get autographed jerseys and sports cards. Score unbelievable collectibles in heart-stopping fashion from one of the most trusted names in poker, Josh Brickus. Josh Brickus. Use code WSOP for $5 off any group break in the store. Check it out at joshbrickus.com and follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Brickus Breaks. So don't wait. Make your sports collecting dreams come true today with Brickus Breaks. We've all had that incredible poker hand we wanted to tell our friends about. The Share My Pair app is how to do it. Share My Pair is new and improved with remarkably faster hand entry, streamlined app navigation, updated graphics, plus more flexibility in managing notifications. Just enter your hand information and instantly create an engaging poker hand animation that you can seamlessly post and share on Twitter and Facebook. Use Share My Pair to learn from top pro players Phil Hellmuth, Greg Raymer, Jonathan Little, Faraz Jaka, and others who use the app to share their most interesting, instructional, and memorable hands. Get Share My Pair for free in the App Store and now in Google Play for Android. And visit sharemypair.com. Play it, post it, share it at sharemypair.com.
The WSOP is back again. Is your poker game better than it was last year? Here's two-time bracelet winner and lead instructor at thepokeracademy.com, Rep Porter.
A simple way to really improve your tournament game is to get better at accumulating chips. When you have a healthier stack, it's easier to run deeper, it's easier to cash, it's easier to make the final table, and most importantly, you're going to win more money. We have a great free 8-part video series that will help you consistently build a bigger chip stack. We call it our Chips as Weapons series.
Get your free videos at thepokeracademy.com/Mark. That's thepokeracademy.com/Mark.
The heat is on. Whether you're in a major poker tournament, out on a golf course, sweating it up at the gym, or keeping the kids cool on a hot summer day, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel, which is officially licensed by NASCAR. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. It's lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy wherever you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, top sportsmen, poker players, EMTs, and the drivers of NASCAR today. Things are heating up everywhere, so don't wait. Visit ArcticBLU.com today. Enter the discount code Mark Hoke Show and get an incredible 50% discount for all loyal listeners of the Mark Hoke Show. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot, so pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
This is Jim Feist in fabulous Las Vegas. If you're serious about winning and getting armed with information, free stats, videos, and top plays at jimfeist.com, plus free picks daily, just dial 1-888-294-1970. That's 1-888-294-1970, or text GAME to 25827, and we'll send you free plays right to your cell phone. Beat the books with the Vegas pros each and every day. 1-888-294-1970, or go to jimfeist.com.
Tax time is upon us again, and whether you're a poker player, a gambler, or just want to have a reputable accounting firm in your corner, look no further than Condler & Associates CPAs. Based right here in Las Vegas, Condler & Associates CPAs specialize in gambling act taxation and ensure your returns are prepared properly. Firm owner Raymond Condler is an avid poker player and has been providing tax services to gamblers for over a decade. They'll assist you in areas such as determining if you're a professional gambler, calculating estimated tax payments, preparing your 1099s, foreign bank account reporting, and properly logging your gambling winnings, losses, and expenses. You've seen Condler & Associates CPAs at their booth at the World Series of Poker. Now come see them in person. For your free consultation, call 702-433-7075. That's 702-433-7075, or visit www.pokercpa.com to set up your appointment today. So don't attempt taxes on your own. Bet Condler & Associates CPAs.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Boy, I'm just button shanking all over the place today. Holy cow. That's why, I switched the cameras by accident, and now I'm just all discombobulated. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's why we do it live, kids, so you guys all get to make fun of me. It's a blast. I love to hear from you on Twitter on that stuff. Hey, welcome back to the Mark Hoke Show. We're live here at the World Series of Poker 2016 edition. Bracelets given out to mostly professional players like their candy. We amateurs are getting smashed this World Series, as I predicted, by the way. Just thought I'd mention that. But we are very happy to be joined by Tony Burns, who is so fortunate to be running the show at, well, I'm just going to say it's my favorite venue I've ever gone to.
I appreciate that.
Seminole Hard Rock down in Hollywood, Florida. You will never find a better place to play than at Sherpo. I mean, it's just, wow. I mean, I love it. The facility's great. There's so much to do for everybody. And we are very happy to have Tony here. And you've got to be very happy to be there, too, because you just kind of took over the tournament, running the tournaments down there. And it's got to be fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. It is hands down the best career decision I've ever made. I was at the Isle in Pompano for 8 years prior, and blessed to come aboard the Seminole Hard Rock team and be a part of a brand and a product that has been growing over the last 5 years.
Well, let's talk about that transition for you a little bit, because I've been to the Isle. It's a really nice room, pretty decent size, one of the bigger ones around. But then you walk into this one. What was that like?
Even as a player, before taking over as the tournament director there, I had an envy and awe of the ballroom, the setup, of everything that they've done over the years. Their 4 tournament series a year, and it is just an incredible setup. From the nightlife, the food, everything a poker player, traveling or even local could ask for is all right there at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood. And,
well, what did you change? Because obviously everybody wants to put their stamp on things. Mm-hmm. Even though everything's usually run very well down there and always was. When you walk in the door, what did you kind of do to tweak and make things a little bit better?
There wasn't a whole lot of things that needed change. A lot of the groundwork was put in prior to my arrival, and I was given all this data of things that they had done, things that had worked, things that hadn't worked, and I guess I looked at everything, and everything's a huge team. It's all about the team getting together and looking at things and bouncing ideas off each other and listening to the players, and that's what we've done. I've been there for almost a year now. And every series that has come along, I've tried to institute something that maybe a missed opportunity, a tournament here or there that might work a little bit better than the prior series.
Mm. And one thing that I love about the series is a lot of mixed games down there too. I mean, you guys really do take care of the mixed games players at all the Sherpo events. Why is that so important to you guys to make sure there's a lot of mixed games tournaments in this thing?
You need to have a variety. Just if you continually just have no limit hold'em, no limit hold'em, no limit hold'em, that is the bread and butter right now of the business. But you got to have that variety. I enjoy horse. Horse is one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
And we're out here at the booth for the series, and had to miss the horse event. But around town there's that variety, and you have to have variety. It's a huge part of it.
So what are you doing here? Why, that Florida is kind of that way.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here?
Well, this summer is the first time that the Seminole Hard Rock has put a booth out here at the Rio, and what we're trying to do is draw attention, even more attention than I guess to the West Coasters. Everybody migrates here for the summer, and the Seminoles looked at this as a great opportunity to, capture the market. People walk by, they see the brand, they see the logo. And, they come by and, we're letting them know what's going on in July. We have our upcoming tournament series coming up.
What's it been like working a booth? I do it I've done it every year for a while. So what's it like for you being up there?
A lot of new faces, a lot of, familiar, usual suspects, as you would say. But it's really good to be able to see everybody. They look at me. I'm usually in a suit, and now I'm in casual clothes, and they're like, oh wow, you're here. What are you doing here? And it's just an opportunity to talk about what we have coming up, and it's been I've really enjoyed myself while I've been here.
Have you bought an Ion bracelet yet?
I'm sorry?
Have you bought an Ion bracelet yet?
I haven't.
No?
I think my balance is pretty good.
Okay, fair enough. Well, tell everybody what's going on at Sherpo. You got a big event starting on July 18th. What's happening, big man?
It's actually July 28th.
Or July 20th, excuse me. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
See, that's a 2 that I wrote down there, and I read it as
I
a 1.
even think I might have said it. No, July 28th, 10 days after the World Series comes to an end, we start up our series with a $360 buy-in, $500,000 guarantee, followed up by a $570 million guarantee. Then we conclude the series on August 13th through the 16th with our Big Four. We did that with Poker Night in America, partnered up with them. Be live streamed and final tabled will be televised on CBS Sports. The $5 million, the main event is a 52-50 with a $5 million guarantee freeze-out event.
Ah!
Yes.
It's a freeze-out.
Freeze-out.
You guys started doing those a little while ago. It's pretty interesting, because that's one thing that everybody was really nervous about. I remember the first time they said we're going to do a freeze out, and I just sat there like, "Ooh, this is going to be quality entertainment to say the least." And but it's worked out.
Yeah.
And why do you value the freeze out over the reentries?
Well, reentries they have their place in the business, but when you do a freeze out tournament, when you put that prestige on like a championship event, where you can say, all right, we're doing one starting day, and it's going to be a freeze out event, it makes it special. It makes it unique, and I'm really proud to be a part of a product that prides themselves on doing that. And more single reentry. We try to do that into our tournaments, mixing in more freeze out single reentries, and we still put the reentries in there, but they serve their place as along with the freeze outs and single reentries.
Are there going to be any changes to the Big Four from last year when they did it? There were a lot of good things about it. Some glitches here and there. What is being what are there any changes to how that's going to be done this year as opposed to what it was last year?
I know they just aired the first couple episodes, just came out in the last few weeks, and I'm sure there's discussions on how to, just like anything, how to make it better, how to enhance the product, and those things are being talked about behind the scenes, and I think everybody will continue to enjoy the product that's offered in August.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Once this shindig's over here in Las Vegas, get down there to Seminole Hard Rock. I'm telling you, if you have not gone, it is the premier poker series you're going to find. Along with the PPC Poker Tour. I don't want to get yelled at, but
don't want Brian and Sandy taking you out. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is really just an incredible time down there. You're going to have a blast. So make sure you check it out and just go to shrpo.com. Get all the details. I mean, there's tournaments everywhere from that big one down to those 150 buy-ins that I love covering so much.
Yeah, and make sure you stop by the booth. We're giving away 2 more $5,000 seats. You can go on the website, and also if you're here out in Las Vegas, you can stop by the booth and enter to win at the booth and pick up a free hat.
There you go. Free hats and a free entry. Can't beat that.
Yeah, it's free rolls.
Unless there was punch and pie. Now you had punch and pie, you'd be cool. But, all right. Well, Tony, hey, congratulations on everything. Appreciate you stopping by and wish you all the best down at Sherpo. It's going to be an awesome time.
Appreciate you having me on, Mark.
You got it, brother. Good to see you. Tony Burns, everybody. Got one of the best jobs in poker. Lucky dog. Look at it. See, he's grinning over there. He knows the truth. He's like, yep. It is. I mean, if you haven't gone to Sherpo, it's sensational. You're going to really enjoy yourself. And so make sure you check that out and hop on down there. Don't miss any of the PPC Poker Tour events. But look, Frank Kinsella is here. He's looking all happy and comfortable. He's been dressed up down there. He's wearing the sport coat. I think he's going to run for office. He's been talking about it for a while. I wish he would. Even though he's a Democrat, I'd consider a vote for Frank. Well, I think technically he's a libertarian. But I think he ran as a Democrat before. So, hey, whatever works. All right. Well, hey, guys, we are once again knee-deep in World Series stuff going on. But I do want to mention a lot of the great sponsors of the show because we have got some terrific ones. We've got some great deals available for you. And you know what? I'm going to give you the ones that have the deals right now. Our good friends at Brickus Breaks, Josh Brickus, you guys all know him. One of the most respected names in poker. Brickus Breaks does this great stuff with sports collectibles, baseball, and cards and the whole thing, memorabilia, where, you buy in and you get what Josh breaks open boxes and you get what's in the box. And it's really cool. If you haven't checked it out, you can see some of the breaks on YouTube. He's a lot of fun with it, too. Check it out at Josh Brickus, BRIKIS.com. And with the code WSOP, you're going to get $5 off your first break. it's pretty good. You'll be happy you did that. We have our good friends at Arctic Blue Cooling Towels. Oh, I'm just waiting for those towels to show up because I want to get those out to everybody because it's darn hot in Vegas. It's down to 95 or somewhere in that ballpark. 50% off. All you do is wet the towel down in cold water. It stays cold for up to 5 hours. It's perfect for you golfers. It's perfect for you guys who just want to, have a little something on the neck to relax and, be comfortable at the poker table. You're going to love them. It's great for the kids, too. If you have kids, my daughter, she's a godsend when we go somewhere. Check it out at arcticblu.com and put in the code Mark Hoke Show, 50% off. Jeez, Zoo, go buy some for the love of God. 3Bet Clothing, 10% off with the code radio. You guys know how good 3Bet is. Our new promo shirts that we're starting to give out are 3Bet branded, and we're very proud to have them do it. Once again, just go to 3bet.us, the number 3bet.us, and put in the code radio for 10% off. We also have our good friends, I'll tell you what, Stark Energy Drink. Right there. See that? Right there. Pick some up today. You can become a franchisee. It's really good for you. Less caffeine than a cup of coffee. Inflammation fighters. It's got glucosamine. It's got turmeric, which everybody is just loving again in their energy drinks now. It's sensational. Check it out at starknolimits.com/Mark Hoke Show. Pick some up today, or you can become a franchisee. That's pretty cool. So check it out at starknolimits.com/Mark Hoke Show. And I do also want to mention the PPC Poker Tour. Oh, golly gee whiz. Lots of great events. There's one going on the Isle in Florida right now. Right now. $110,000 guaranteed event. We've got a $200,000 guaranteed event coming up next week at Foxwoods. And, of course, the PPC North America Championship is coming as well. $100,000 guaranteed main event on that one. 10-day series. There's even an OFC Pineapple tournament in that thing. I'm so looking forward to blogging that. Oh, I need to get somebody else down there to do that one because that is just 13 cards is going to be scary. But check it out. Go to the ppcpokertour.com. Win your way to Aruba for the $500,000 guaranteed PPC Aruba World Championship. It's going to be sensational. So stop on over there at ppcpokertour.com. And we'll mention one more here. Whoops. Oh, that's what happens when I take a day off. Share My Pair. No, they're not a whore. They are a great company, of course. And, of course, I pick Share My Pair. Go to sharemypair.com. Download it to your phone today. It's a great, amazing app where all you have to do is punch in information for a hand. It makes a video. You can share it to your social media immediately. It is unbelievable. They've done all sorts of great updates on it from last year. You will be glad you did it because you don't have to tell that story 1,000 times. Just do it once with Share My Pair. All right. I'm going to stop screwing up on my own show. That's what I do sometimes. Boy, it's getting kind of funky out here, too. I think our photo people are having a good time. But let's take a look at what else is happening here at the WSOP. We were just getting into the horse tournament. They are 3K horse tournament. Event number 18 is down to 13 now. And Jared Tallarico leads the way, 840,000 chips. And look who's second. Oh, wow. Chino Ream is up there in second place, 640,000, trying to chase Tallarico down and bring home a World Series of Poker bracelet. Todd Ickow in third at 620, Glenn Engelbert, at 548, Jake Schwartz at 490, Marco Johnson 485, Gerald Ring at 480, John Crisp at 400, Michael Gathie is in ninth at 300,000, followed by Frankie Odell at 240, Toma Collage at 178. Elia Lesra still alive at 170. Greg Masio at 135. Those are your 13 remaining players in that $3,000 horse tournament. So we'll be... I'm not sure they're going to play down to win or not today, but I would imagine they probably would. So we'll see if Jared Tallarico can hang on and take that title. He has never won a World Series of Poker bracelet. Does have 3 cashes at the WSOP. Out of Houston, Texas, has won $24,242 here at the World Series of Poker. So that should be interesting to see if Tallarico, especially if he gets in there heads up with Chino Ream, What a battle that could be. All right, and event number 19 is down to 75 players. That is the $1,000 pot limit Omaha. 1,106 entries in that one. And look out, a guy who knows what to do in that winner's circle. Alex Bulletin is out in front, 215,000 chips. Michael Luong at 200,000. Zayed Shamoun is in third at 180. Jesse Rockowitz at 175. And Joshua Gibson at 175. Leading the way. Just taking a look at some of the other, see if there's other notables in there. Dan Shack is still alive at 90. Let's see, so we got Ted Lawson's at 90. And this one, Kyle Montgomery is at 60,800. Mohsin Charnaya at 55. Thank you for updating my wonderful screen. I appreciated that. Ryan D'Angelo's got a bracelet already. He's looking for a second one. He's at 55. Jesse Sylvie at 52. Daryl Fish in there at 51, among many others like J.C. Tran is still alive in that one as well. So that is event number 19, the $1,000 pot limit Omaha. And the 7-card Raz tournament, event number 20. That one also kicked off yesterday. And we are looking at 34 players left. David Benjamin at 350,000 is leading the way. He is trailed by guess who? Someone who's thinking about changing those hats again. Phil Helmuth looking for bracelet number 15. 345,000. Brian Hastings is up in third now at 275. Eric Seidel at 260. Leading in the way there, just somebody like Matt Grapenthien, who's already been heads up for a bracelet this World Series, is trying to do it again, is at 180. Robert Mizraki in the hunt at 165. Scotty Abrams is in there. John Racner, Bart Hansen, Mark Gregory. And there's a name we've been waiting to see. This is Dmitry Urbanovich, the prodigy from Europe, who has already won $4.5 million live before he turned 21. Just was eligible to come here to the World Series of Poker, and first time we've seen him towards the top of the leaderboard early on. He stands at 130. Justin Bonomo, Mike Gordinsky, Jason Mercier in there as well, among others. So could be a very exciting finish in that 7-card Raz tournament. And let's see what else we've got here going on. Event number 21, that just got underway today, the $3,000 6-handed no-limit tournament. And right now, 936 entries. Of course, very early in there. Stephen McKay listed as the leader at 60,000. Greg Ostrander, 47.7. Michael Matrone, 46.5. Brock Parker, 44. Just to get things started. Jennifer Tilley's in there, too, at 36. Joseph Chung at 34. So Cliff Josephine in that field at 29 as well. So that's event number 21. Event 22 should have just gotten underway just a couple minutes ago. $1,500 no limit hold'em, or excuse me, $1,500 limit hold'em tournament. Pardon me. And names just starting to kick in there very early. 344 entries in that one. So that's where the World Series of Poker stands at this point. And we are going to take another break, and we come back. Oh my, the Player of the Year race. We'd hoped that things may have been adjusted a little bit. Doesn't look like it. We're going to look at those standings and talk about what could possibly be another brewing controversy here at the World Series of Poker with the Player of the Year standings. As we break that all down for you in just a little bit. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the World Series of Poker 2016. Stick around. We'll be right back. Let's put that fan cam up. Say hi to your friends. We'll be right back.
The PPC Poker Tour continues an incredible 2016 as Season 4 rolls on. June features 2 great events as we hit the Isle Casino in Pompano Beach, Florida, with a $110,000 guaranteed tournament, June 13th through the 16th, and a $200,000 guaranteed event at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Connecticut, June 24th through the 26th. And July features the PPC North America Championship at Tampa Bay Down, July 14th through the 24th, with a $100,000 guaranteed main event, plus other great stops at Naples, Fort Myers, Florida, and Ho-Chunk in Wisconsin. And of course, all roads lead to the PPC Aruba World Championship in November. For more information, go to ppcpokertour.com, ppcpokertour.com, and get in on the action. We are the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour. Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? You can't walk around the World Series of Poker without seeing someone wearing 3-Bet clothing. It's super comfortable and stylish, and their stuff looks amazing. The incredible team of pros who wear 3-Bet hats, hoodies, tees, and more are a who's who in poker. All-time greats like Phil Hellmuth, Jonathan Little, Doc Sands, Brian Rast, Jason Kuhn, Scott Clemens, Ben Tollerade, Jeff Gross, and of course Antonio Esfandiari are all proudly wearing the 3-Bet brand. They wear 3-Bet clothing because they know that being comfortable and feeling confident is crucial to winning on and off the table. 3Bet.com has shipped thousands of orders worldwide, and with new lower prices, it's time for you to join the 3Bet team, just like the pros, and receive 10% off with the promo code RADIO. Make that right call and feel like a pro at 3Bet.com. Need to get the extra edge in your poker game but can't find the answers? Action Junkie Poker is your solution. The Junkies will train you to take your poker game to levels you never thought possible. Action Junkie Poker works together with you every day with one goal in mind: to help you win. Their unique Iron Sharpens Iron training method features 24/7 support, live on-site and group training, over 300 hours of coaching content, group chat, and a true family atmosphere, making sure you can't go wrong with Action Junkie Poker. Plus, they even have the gear to help you look the part as well. For more information on Action Junkie Poker, call 702-859-7676, 702-859-7676, and visit ActionJunkiePoker.com right now. We coach, we sell gear, we create game killers. Action Junkie Poker.
I know what you're thinking. Why would I need a voiceover production company? Does your company need a commercial for radio or television? Are you looking to do an audiobook or web presentation? Then you need a voiceover production company. Black Eagle Sound Design is home to some of the finest voice actors, producers, and engineers in the business. Log on now to besd.us and find out more. Black Eagle Sound Design will be there with you and your project every step of the way. On time, on target, and at a price you can afford. Visit us at besd.us.
Looking for an energy drink that can amp you up and get your body performing at its max capacity? The search is over. Stark Energy is here. This proprietary blend, including turmeric and glucosamine, is packed with inflammation fighters, and its unique formula will help you maximize your workouts and daily activities. Stark Energy's all-in-one blend will continue to provide energy while supplying a recovery element to a post-workout regime. It's all natural with 0 carbs and only 5 calories. Uses all-natural stevia sweetener and has less caffeine than a cup of coffee. So what are you waiting for? Visit StarkNoLimits.com/Mark Hoke Show right now. Try one today. Energize and punish the pain with Stark Energy.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here at the World Series of Poker. Oh, baby. Gotta love it. We are having a great time. There's been some terrific guests. We have so much going on. Of course, one of the biggest story at the World Series this year, the returns of Chris Ferguson and Howard Lederer showing up here at the WSOP. I think everybody's still in shock, even though I think some of us knew Howard was going to be here at some point. But of course, he made his return a couple of nights ago, and Ferguson about a week and a half ago. So both of them are here. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Just don't do anything that's going to get you banned. Be smart. All right, and of course, some other great sponsors of the show. We want to make sure we thank them for being a part of it. Usteak.com. I mean, they are blowing up. Put up your packages on Usteak, and get people to just come on board and throw money at you to play some poker. Or you can buy shares of players for as little as $20. I mean, it's a great deal. I have a package up there still, even though it might be whittled down to one event by the time it's over. But, hey, that's all right. Just go to Usteak.com and check it out today. We'd certainly appreciate it. Our good friends of the Poker Academy, Rhett Porter, now the 3-time World Series poker bracelet winner. He's going to teach how to play some pokers, kids. Go to thepokeracademy.com/Mark and join up with Rep and the team at the Poker Academy. Jim Feist, we're going to get Jim on the show here pretty soon. I'm sure his clients have been making a ton of money off the NBA Finals. Oh, my God. He is the Godfather of Sports Consultants. Check him out at jimfeist.com. All sorts of great information on that site. You can, team up with them and be a part of their service. Or you can text GAME to 25827. That's GAME to 25827. And get free plays sent to your phone every day. What a deal. That's pretty cool. Who else do we have here? BlueRail.net, our website provider. Go to BlueRail.net. Let Bob Lesk and the team take care of you over there. They'll help you build. That's what they do. They build websites. How far do you want to go with BlueRail.net and Action Junkie Poker? They're tearing it up. That's what they do around here. They're darn good. Great training, and they have gear available too. I'm telling you, see the students, they're making money all over the place. They shoot those pictures of those chips. It's such great chip porn, and you can be a part of it too. Go to actionjunkiepoker.com. And our good friends at Black Eagle Sound Design, DSD.us is the site. And I'm telling you, audio presentations for your podcasts, commercials, audio books, anything you need, they can get it done. And of course, you have the man leading the way, the voice of the Mark Hoke Show, John Lindquist, Nevada Broadcasting Hall of Famer. Of course, you've heard him on our show for years now. He is the best. So check it out today at Black Eagle Sound Design. All right. Boom. That takes care of that. All right. Let us head over to the Player of the Year standings. And by the way, hanging out over there at the Conlon Associates booth is Josh Beckley. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me from over here. Maybe we can... I don't know if he's swinging by, we'll see if we can grab him, but no guarantees. But Beckley's hanging out in the hallways right now. The Player of the Year standings, GPI Player of the Year standings for 2016 are up at the moment, and I'm going to tell you what, some feathers were already getting ruffled about a week ago, and this is only going to make it worse. And this is not once again, this is not a slam on anybody saying that anybody doesn't deserve it. You're playing with the formula that you're dealt, but the highest person in the standings with a bracelet is in 4th place right now. 4th place. Right now, leading the way is Adam Owen. Owen, and if I would click on the correct thing there instead of doing something stupid, Owen has 5 cashes here at this World Series, and this is not to slight what he's done. But here's the list. $3,000 buy-in, finishes 20th out of 400 players, wins $7,239. 12th place in the Dealer's Choice 6-handed championship event number 11. 12th out of 118, wins $20,278. Next one is the Event 8 Horse $1,500 buy-in, finishes 94th out of 778 cashes for $2,342. Deuce to 7 Draw Low Ball Event 7 $1,500 buy-in, finishes 22nd out of 279, $3,056. And the last cash is the 7-card Stud Championship Event number 3, $10,000 buy-in. 12th place out of 87, $16,638, and he is currently leading the World Series of Poker Player of the Year race. No bracelets, no top 10 finishes, not even a top 10. And I'm going to tell you what, if I am out there busting my tail end and I have even won a bracelet, I would be flipping out right now. I really would. It is close, but then the second place is Bart Leibert, the Belgian, who here's his rundown, also with 5 cashes at the moment. Finished 7th out of 491 in the 8-game mix for 14,257. Finishes 142nd out of 2,483 in the Event 12 Pot Limit Omaha for 1,340. Then we have the Colossus finishes 2,660th for $883. A $1,500 no limit hold'em event number 6 finishes 149th out of 2016 for $29.55, and then the top up turbo event finishes second. He was the runner up out of 667, wins $88,328. He is in second place here at the World Series of Poker. 2 final tables. We'll definitely give credit for that. No bracelet. Dan Wyman is in third, and we know Dan's a very good player, and all these guys are very good players. There's no question about it. Wyman also with 5 cashes right now. His top prize one is $15,945. Top finish was 7th out of 461 in the 7-card Raz. He is in third. Then we get into the bracelet winners. Rep Porter, Ryan LaPlante, Robert Mizrachi, Paul Volpe. Go 4, 5, 6, and 7 right now, followed by John Monette, who's finished 2nd and 3rd in 2 events. Sir Watts is in 9th, and Anthony Zeno is in 10th. And I got to tell you, it's stunning. The point standings, just so you know, totals right now. Adam Owens at 666.47. Leibart is just behind him at 655.58. Wyman's at 602.48. Then Rep Porter, the first bracelet winner to be listed in the standings, 586.07. So I really don't know what to say about that. It is stunning. You know, that someone that has not even finished in the top 10, once again, not slamming Adam Owen at all. Not slamming him at all. You know, he's done a great job. 5 cash at the World Series of Poker is outstanding. But just wow. No top 10s, and you lead the way. Lead the way at the World Series of Poker Player of the Year standings. Somebody's got to take a look at this, because that is just unbelievably unacceptable, to say the least. All right, and our players are coming out there on a break. Randall Flowers, haven't seen him for a while. Randall, how are you, buddy? What's going on? Yeah, a lot of great players in the hallways right now, taking a breather. Of course, that break, I believe, should be on... give me 1 second here. Slide down. Oh, we're having to start to slide down the events list. Should be the 6-handed no limit homes. So those guys take... And the Owls, of course, taking a break as they continue on here at the World Series of Poker. The Dreams continue on, looking for World Series of Poker bracelets. Of course, Paul Volpe and Jason Mercier getting it done yesterday as they bring home World Series of Poker bracelets. Volpe, I believe, will be his second, or let me check that. Mercier, of course, winning his 4th. But Volpe is just look at this guy. You better sit down for like 2 seconds here, Marvin Rettenmeyer. I know you're all snuggled up. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, come on, too. Are you kidding me? Come on, Marvin. Come on. You've never been on my show. No, give me 1 minute, Marvin.
Hello.
There we go. Marvin Rettenmeyer is here. Man, Marvin, how's it going, big man?
It is going well.
Yeah?
Yeah. Haven't been doing too great this summer, but been building stacks.
Don't run away.
I did every tournament I played, but in the end, it hasn't worked out yet. But I think it's going to be a good summer.
I think so too, because you're the man. We all know this.
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to the last few months? What's been going on with you?
Well, before this, I was in Europe. I was in Germany visiting my family. I played Scoop actually played pretty much every day, which I didn't think I was going to do, but it felt good, and I had a lot of deep runs there as well. So yeah, it was fun. And before that, I was in Monte Carlo. Nothing. Yeah, I got like 4th or 5th in the 10K 6. Oh no, 6th I got actually in the 10K 6 max. That was about it.
Yeah.
And
But just having fun, right?
Yeah.
You enjoy life, though. You know, I mean,
Sure.
even when things aren't going well for you, sometimes you really do enjoy yourself.
Right, for sure. Yeah, before that I took a month off. I was in Playa del Carmen in Mexico.
Wow, that's too bad.
Good times, and yeah, life is good. You know, even if you get bad beat it, there's still an outside world, and
Yeah,
well, can't complain.
Tell everybody a little bit. One player that everybody's curious about is Urbanovic, and you know we've seen him been tearing Europe up so much over the past few years. Before he even turns 21, what do you know about him? I'm sure you bumped into him a little bit.
I actually really don't know him at all.
Really?
I played with him once, and it was like I like busted him in a very standard hand, so we didn't even get to play a long time. So I thought he was like gonna do something really, really absurd, but then I just coolered him, and so I've seen some of his hands on TV, so he looks like very, very capable and like very out there and like 3-4-5 betting kind of type. But I've also heard that he has like a second gear, which is probably why he's as successful as he is.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to see somebody like that. I mean, you were pretty young when you got things rolling too. You know, I mean, what's that like to be so young and be so successful like this?
I mean, I guess it depends on the type, what you do with it. Like, there's some player types that are just going to go crazy and then just pop bottles all day and then at some point realize that,
Time to grow up.
Yeah, time to grow up, exactly. Like, it's not easy if you're, like, that age and you have a lot of money floating around you and you're not used to it. Like, it's not like how you were raised, and it just depends on personality, how you deal with it. And it also affects your play a lot. Like, if you always see it, like, even with, like, seasoned pros, like, even if they're, like, 10 years in, like, they have a big score afterwards, they're just going to they play on another gear. Like, they play a lot more aggressive, a lot looser than usual. Like, even knowing it, I know it from myself as well. And even at the time, like, when I knew people would do that, I would still do it. Like, it's just, like, unavoidable that you're just, like, splashing around a little bit more.
Well, let me ask you this question, of course, with Howard Lederer and Chris Ferguson here, and I see you kind of grimaced there a little bit already. What are your thoughts about those two showing up here at the World Series of Poker?
I'm a little bit undecided about Chris Ferguson, because I talked to him, like, last year. We went to a wedding together. I mean, we were at the same wedding. And,
not your date, yeah.
Yeah, he was not my date. He's got nice hair, but and everybody that was there was kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure how much he knew, how much, like, it's the same, like, then, like, where do you stop? Kind of like, what did Ivy know? Like, all these guys from Full Tilt. I mean, Howard Lederer is just kind of ridiculous that he's showing up here. He played, like, last year or 2 years ago, he played, I think, the Bellagio only.
Yeah, he never came here.
People were getting in his face, and then he was just he left, and now he's I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, we must know that everybody here hates him, and I mean, I'm not a big fan of him being here, but then again, you know, it's like he's probably not the best player in the world, so I guess the community will take his money.
Take his money.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. Well, hey, I want to wish you the best here at the World Series of Poker. I don't want to interrupt your date.
Yeah, thank you.
But thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Some ice cream now.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Marvin, thanks for coming over. Appreciate it. Marvin Rettenmeyer, everybody. One of my favorite players in the world. Oh, my gosh. Get over. Yeah, get Drea. She's one of the best in the business, too. Great massage therapist, Drea. Oh, yeah. Good friend of mine, too. She's all right. Marvin Rettenmeyer stopping by here on the show. And it was an interesting perspective from him because, of course, Marvin, not from the United States, is German, and certainly had a chance to, see things from far a little bit more than a lot of American players did, and yeah, not happy about Howard Lederer being here. I don't even know what, I mean, it's just so amazing. But yeah, we'll keep getting the perspectives on everybody and see what they think, and hopefully nothing too crazy happens. Vincent Moss is standing right here. Wait, it's going well. Nice. I know you don't want to come on camera. I know you don't. It's okay. I'll bore your viewership. Are you kidding me? You wouldn't bore anybody. But, Mike Lee is here, though. You have a lot of stars coming through, so you don't need me. You're good. Yeah, it's all good. Mike Lee is sporting that Toronto. I love you, Marvin. By the way, Marvin bought me one of the craziest drinks I've ever had in my life. This giant, massive pineapple thing down at Seminole Hard Rock. I swear to God, I could have killed somebody with it that I swung. That's great. Oh, my God. Love that guy to death. A lot of fun. All right. So, once again, players are getting ready to wrap up their break here at the World Series of Poker for the, I believe it's Six Max. I think we mentioned that. Let's see what else is going on. Let's give you an update on the Millionaire Maker, by the way. That's still rolling. And they are down to 8. They've reached the final table. And by the way, there is an amazing story going on in there with Lisa Meredith. She is just a housewife, not a professional player. A good friend of mine who lives very close to her was just saying how she is just hanging on in there and doing her best and, trying to take the pressure off. But she's a mom. Just your average, everyday person, a woman who likes to play poker. And here's somebody that could be a real poster child if she can come through. And, and maybe, even if she doesn't win this but comes in second, what an unbelievable tale that's going to be to tell here from the World Series of Poker. But once again, down to 8. And Stanley Lee, who is out in front of this thing for a long time, has fallen. He is out in 9th place. He actually lives pretty close to me here in Las Vegas, originally from West Hartford, Connecticut. But Lee is out in 9th. Here are standings right now in that Millionaire Maker. Jason DeWitt leading the way, 12,100,000 chips. Garrett Greer, and there's another terrific story. Of course, Garrett is confined to a wheelchair, but is one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet, and certainly has made his impact on the poker world. What a story that would be if Garrett Greer comes home with the Millionaire Maker title. He is at 10,100,000. Lisa Meredith at 7,500,000. Arcady Sinus at 6,500,000. Luke Brereton also at 6.5 million. Mikhail Simon at 4.9. Frank Rusnak at 3.6, and Alessio De Cesare at 2.1 million. So 8 players left on that. And I know that one's going on in the live stream right now. 2 of those players are going to walk out millionaires. Of course, a very interesting situation on that with the prize pool, how that ended up, because both first and second were guaranteed $1 million. And here's what it did to the prize pool if you didn't see it. First place, $1,065,403. Second gets $1 million. So there's only have a 7,190 person or entry tournament. There's only a $65,403 difference between first and second. And that is incredible just how that worked out. And I know the number was down a little bit from last year, not too badly, but that is going to make this a very interesting dynamic. Especially, you're looking at a $500,000 pay jump from second to third. Third place gets a $500,000. So that is going to be a lot of fun when they get down to 3 players in that one, with the jump from $500,000 to $1 million. Fourth place, $366,787. Fifth will pick up $276,632. Everybody that's left is in 6 figures on that, with min cash for the remaining players at $123,828. So there you go. Going to be an exciting day. So check that out on the live stream. I'm sure you're going to be glad you did. It's going to be some very happy people coming up here later on today. 2 new poker millionaires will be crowned from the Millionaire Maker. Let's see if we get any more updates on what else is going on. The $1,000 Nolan home down to 16. Felix Maureen Dutil from Canada is at 1.3 million, is leading the group, and he's got a nice cushion right now over Roberto Romanello, who is at 960,000. So a nice, 340,000 chip gap between first and second. James Chen in third. So those guys looking at everybody in that field is going to be trying to chase down Dutil as he has managed to jump out here with 16 players left in that one. Event number 18, the horse still at 13. Tallarico leading the way out. Then when Michael Gaffey has been eliminated, so once again down to 13 players in that, or 11. 11, so they're getting close to the final table on that. Tallarico in first. John Crisp has moved up to second, but Tallarico, wow, he has shot up to 1.35 million. In second place is John Crisp at 610. So Tallarico has second place covered right now in that one. Glenn Engelbert at 590. Chino Ream at 585. Leading the final 11, Elliot Lesra is still in the hunt on that one as well. So there you go. That one, that's where that one is. So a couple new bracelet winners going to be crowned later on today. So a lot of excitement going on here in the Amazon room. So get on down here and check it out. We'd love to see you, as it is going to be a sensational day here at the WSOP. All right, and I think we're in pretty good shape here. So we're going to wrap up here in just a couple of minutes. Let's see if anybody else meanders over here real quick. But one thing, and I do want to mention one thing about Ryan LaPlante, too. For those that didn't know, Ryan did a speech when he accepted his World Series of Poker bracelet, talking about him being an openly gay man, and received a lot of applause and got a lot of attention. It was on CNN Money and everything. And, and really happy for him, because I know that he had originally not planned to really say a whole lot up there. But he and his fiancée, Chris Katona, were up on stage, and, after what happened in Orlando, Ryan really decided he needed to take the time to say something. And on behalf of everybody that's involved with the Mark Hoke Show, we want to send our heartfelt condolences out to everyone who is affected, and the people who lost their lives in that heinous, horrible crime. It is such a tragedy to see something like that happen. And, hopefully at some point we're going to do something about these guys and, send them to the place where they tried to send our friends. It's very sad, and we want to wish. So we do want to wish everybody that lost family members in there and friends all the best. It's terrible, and and you guys in ISIS, you can go to hell. Sorry, get a little emotional about that. Forgot to mention that on the show on Monday because we had so much going on. But so God bless you guys, and take care, and our hearts are with you. All right, and like I said, things kind of closing out here. Let's say if we can grab one more guest, we will. But another outstanding day here at the World Series of Poker. And and schedule coming up. Yeah, we ought to hit that too real quick. Let's pull that schedule up for you so you guys can see what's going on this weekend. Of course, it's time for all the silly jokes, but some serious players coming in here because it's seniors weekend. Woohoo! We are excited about that. Always a great time. These guys very gracious in their opportunity to play in the seniors tournament, and we are going to look at the schedule for the next couple of days here at the WSOP. Okay, and of course, tomorrow at 11 a.m., we have the $2,000 No Limit Hold'em tournament, and at 3 p.m., the 10K Horse Championship. That is always one to see. If you want to see some great professional players, man, O'Day, go there and watch that one, because that is going to be a lot of fun. Thursday is $2,500 No Limit Hold'em, followed by the $1,500 Omaha High-Low Split 8 or better. I'd love to play that one. And then Friday kicks off the $1,000 Seniors No Limit Hold'em Championship. Got to be 50 and up to play in that one. So your cutoff date, by the way, if you don't feel like doing the math, 6/17/66 is your cutoff date on that. I'm getting close, guys. I'm getting close. And then also on Friday, $10,000 Limit Hold'em Championship. Saturday, $1,500 No Limit Hold'em. and a 6-handed pot limit Omaha tournament, $3K buy-in on that. Sunday is the $1,000 Super Senior, 65 and up. No, I'm nowhere near that, thank goodness. I'm happy about that. Yeah, but someday I'll be there. And also on Sunday is the $10,000 Omaha High-Low Split 8 or Better Championship. And then Monday, that Summer Solstice tournament, 90-minute levels, 5-day tournament. Same structure as the Monster Stack, but 50% longer levels. That one is going to be, that's like Super Knit Fest for me. God, I really should have found a way to get into that one. And also Monday, $1,500 Deuce 7 triple draw coming up. And, of course, the big weekend event for the next weekend is the Monster Stack. 4 billion chips for everybody. No, it's not 4 billion, but it's a lot. It'll be a lot of fun. Dave Inselberg's out here in the hallway. Look at Dave Inselberg. Showing the legs off. You want to say hi to everybody real quick? You got a second? Let's get Dave Inselberg in here. Oh, Jesse? Oh, good. Jesse Sylvia can't talk for 2 minutes. It's not gonna happen. But we'll get Jesse on the show too. Dave, come here and say hi real quick.
Sure. Hello, world.
Dave Inselberg. What's going on, my friend?
Just playing a lot of tournaments. Today I woke up a little tired, so I decided to skip the event.
Oh.
But I guess I'm 3 for 5 in WSOPs and 4 for 7 in tournaments, so I'm happy.
There you go.
Not very profitable, but at least we're cashing and building a stack. And that's all you can ask for here. Everything else will run better going forward.
Absolutely. That's pretty well. Hey, you know what? Always look on the bright side.
Yeah, I always have to be optimistic. And today when I woke up, I was thinking the 6 Max would be a lot of fun. A lot of really, really good players in there. Not that there weren't any other events also. I had a fun table of pros yesterday. But I just figured it was a good day off. The 2K and the 2500, they're great events, and there'll probably be 4 weaker players at each table and having a battle with the brains again.
Yeah.
The mind gets a little tired as you get old. I'm not thinking about now. I'm thinking about more like 10 o'clock tonight.
Well, the seniors tournament's coming up.
I'm 6 months too young.
Oh.
Yeah, I never wished I was older.
Is that that's the 1 year where
of my life that I wish I was a little bit older.
I know that's kind of funny when everybody's like, "Oh, I'm 49, I can't play it." Damn.
I think when you can play in that event, you get as depressed when you bust it as well. As another big event, because you're only going to get it once a year, and you kind of feel like you're playing against people that are more ABC, but that can prove to be pretty difficult sometimes too.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I know this is going to be a pretty good World Series of Poker here for you, and Dave, it's I know you final tabled in here a little bit. It's time to win one, man. Let's just get it over with.
I understand. I'm gonna run pure if I get down to the final table. I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna ask for my one time, which I haven't ever asked for before. Today, so far.
Today.
I like to start off in the first level using it up, see the table's reaction, and then they tell me if I use it again, I'm not allowed, and we debate that, and it creates some fun banter.
Well, see, I thought one time was literally one time. Am I wrong?
Life, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So you usually want a day, is what you're saying. I mean.
No, it's more like one a hand.
Oh, okay.
One time per hand. I think people misunderstand that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely more often than once a lifetime or once a day. I use it sometimes when I'm ordering my food. I'm like, come on, be good one time. So I'm using it quite often.
Fair enough, Mr. Inselberg.
So how's your summer going?
Good.
You've already been here now, I guess, about 14 days.
Yeah, 14, 17. Who knows? I don't even like to look.
It's a long summer. This week has been great with the cool weather.
Oh yeah, you lucked out because you just got here and you missed 115.
No, I was here the first. I did my stuff. I
that's right, you did.
Cashed in the first event and took a tough one with 15 minutes left in the first day for chip lead. I'm famous. That's how I am.
Are you trying to pick up one of those Delta girls?
No, I'm still. It was funny. I was with Luke, and I was talking about something with one of the girls, and my response was, I've been playing hard to get with 30 of them for 5 years now, and he tweeted that. It's kind of a joke. I'm just a nice old man.
You're not old, Dave. Stop it. Stop it.
That's the
You're
nicest
not
thing
old.
I've heard in 2 weeks.
Well, see, that's what I do. This show is therapy for everybody.
I'm feeling it right now, actually.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
See, there's love here. We're all about love.
It's a mixture of not having to play the 6 Max today and you. I think it's both. It's a nice relief to have a day off.
There you go.
I'll give you 60-40 of it.
Okay. That's legit. I'll take it.
So I see Jesse's over there, and I know he's a big guy. I don't think we should keep him waiting, Mark. But I do appreciate that you always keep me equal to everyone.
You
Except
are.
Matt Salzberg. When I came with him, we did give him the mic, but that was I thought that was what I should do.
Well, he would have stolen it.
Well, I was driving him
you
home, and I told him I had to stop by for a quick interview. Maybe Mark would like to talk to you, and obviously he said sure, and I just sat in the back and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Player of the year, weeds guy. It's always nice to sneak in before you didn't even look. Jesse's coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get some bracelets or produce something or write something really good to be worth as much as your other guests.
Or you could do something really stupid here in Las Vegas and get arrested.
I'm a little too old for that. Been there, done that type of thing.
Oh, really?
Well,
Have you spent time in jail, Dave Inselberg?
Oh, no. Only in Oz and Beer League. And those was an extra.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, let me let you get to Jesse, and let me go try to figure out what I'm going to do on my day off.
All right. Hey, it's good to see you, my friend.
It's always a pleasure. I'll be back a bunch of times. Hopefully to show some jewelry.
I would love to see that. I really would. One of the nicest guys in poker here, Dave Inselberg, stopping over on the Mark Hoke Show. We certainly do appreciate it. Yeah, see, this is what happens. We're thinking about wrapping up the show, and then everybody shows up. Yeah, I know Jesse's coming. Yeah, we were going to wrap up, and now everybody's here again. It's fun. Yeah. Uh-huh. They're publicity hogs, No, we always just have a great time on the show. Yeah, that's right. It's like the delicatessen around here. Most days. But we'll get Jesse on. Jesse's caught in a little conversation over there, and as soon as he is available, we're going to get Jesse Sylvia on the show. Of course, runner-up to Greg Merson, 2013. Oh, wow! Don't say that. 115. Oh my God. I may have to valet this next week. Just that walk up here is bad enough. All right. Well, we're still hanging on for Jesse Sylvia. Hey, just a couple reminders. If you haven't checked out our shows, just go check out Punch Up Mark Hoke Show on YouTube. We've got those all on there, and they're, of course, also on the Twitch channel as well. Once again, we're doing shows here at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, just about every day, taking a little time off here and there. And, of course, our KSHP show is at 5 p.m. on KSHP 1400 AM here in Las Vegas and KSHP.com around the world. So you're gonna have a great one. We got Bernard Lee on tomorrow, which means I'll get to ask probably 2 questions, but that's okay. We like Bernard. He's a terrific guy, and we'll certainly look forward to having Bernard joining us on the Mark Hoke Show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time here on KSHP 1400. All right, so Jesse's almost here. You can see the sleeve of his fashionable jacket. We'll get Jesse on the show here in just a second. So, all right, we're going to sneak him in here. One of the guys I really love to interview in poker because he's shorter than me. That's very rare.
Yeah, that is somewhat rare.
Yeah, but you're
taller. You know what? I feel like we have a nice height zone because I'm shorter than most guys, but I'm taller than most girls, and that's like it's kind of what really matters,
it's
right?
Perfect.
Like most girls want to date a guy that's like slightly taller than them, so like it's a nice zone to fit into.
You've been dating Ashley for a long time, but I'm curious. Do you ever get that thing where a girl who was like maybe 5'9", 5'10" would say, "Oh, you know what? You're too short for me." Did you ever get that?
I never got that directly. I'm sure I probably had situations where girls I was like before I was dating Ashley, I was like probably flirting with a girl and she didn't flirt back for that reason, but no one ever said it to me directly, I don't think. I've heard people say it to other people in social media before, and I'm just like, geez, that's really rough. Especially in this day and age where we're everyone's freaking out about girls getting body shamed and stuff, and then it's cool for a girl to be like, yo, you're short.
Yeah, I know.
That's something I can't even change,
I know.
But no, I haven't really had to deal with that, and I think I'm generally viewed as like a nice guy, so like people have trouble making fun of me without feeling bad.
Yeah, they should.
It's like every time I get needled at the table, people are like, I'm just kidding. And I'm like, no, it's fine, man. Like, it's a poker table. We needle each other.
That's what we do. Yeah, and by the way, for you tall girls that passed on this guy, whoops.
Thanks, man.
Whoopsie. Well, Jesse, how are things going for you at the World Series so far this year? What's happening?
Good. I just busted the PLO day 2, so that's my 3rd cash.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. The Millionaire Maker eludes me every year. The best I think I've run it up is like 3 times the starting stack, and then like immediately lost pots and like busted it. It's that tournament is the best tournament of all time, and I just like can't ever do well in it.
Yeah.
I really want to do well in that one because it'd be like fun to have a deep run in that particular tournament and be like, man, I could win $1 million and just have like all of myself, you know?
Yeah.
Like whenever you see a guy who wins like a 10K, like odds are decent that he sold at least some of himself. Or like in my instance, like if you see me playing the main, like I don't sell, but I'll swap out a ton because I want to have like, it's high variance. Like I want to have a lot of pieces of people I think are good. And, that type of tournament, like, I'll swap out a little bit, but it's just like I want to go for winning $1 million and just keeping it.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
So like I think the Colossus is a really cool tournament because, now people put it in their packages to like entice people to buy their packages or whatever, so it's different. But like, if you see a guy win the Colossus, odds are decent that he just won $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to like, oh, he won $1 million, he has like 57% out to buyers, and then he has some swaps out, and he won like $300K or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's like kind of unique and cool about the Colossus for sure. And then there's like for like a little bit higher up of a bankroll, like the Millionaire Maker is kind of similar or whatever. So I like that.
It was interesting where those payouts ended up, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were really interesting. I never get when people take to Twitter and complain a lot about they complain about the Colossus payouts last year, and it's like, I get it, but like I'm pretty sure that like 95% of the people complaining have already busted said tournament, and it doesn't make any sense. Like I retweeted my friend the other day because he wrote, none of you are going to make the final 3 of the Millionaire Maker, so just stop yapping about it. I was like, that's pretty funny.
Nice.
Odds are really good. It'll be 3 guys that like never complained about it.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett Greer's really the only big name that's left in there at all.
Yeah, and he's not really a complainer, so.
No, not one bit.
Yeah.
Not one bit. Well, I'm gonna hit you with this one because, of course, you're part of that online generation, and this young group. You're good friends with Greg Merson, who I know is pretty vocal about this. What are your thoughts about Ferguson and Lederer showing up here at the World Series of Poker?
Yeah, it's like interesting. A few months ago, I would have just said some really bad stuff about them. I talked to a few people who have known them for a long time and did business with them, and I kind of got the gist that, those people could be wrong, but like I got the gist that like they weren't necessarily like greedy and straight up trying to scam people. They were just really bad at business and had just were over their heads and had no idea what they were doing. And so like kind of changed my opinion a bit. They still screwed players over, and they still made out with a bunch of money that they don't deserve to have. So that's, I don't know, any hate they get is totally like deserved, I feel like, to some extent. I don't think they deserve hate because they did that. People can hate them and that's fine, but like I think it's more that they did that and then they like showed back up to a poker area after like, I don't know.
It is weird seeing them here. I know when I saw Chris, when I saw Chris here, it was the second day he was here, and I saw him in the hallway, and I went over and said hello and gave him my card real quick. I got to tell you, that was one of the weirdest experiences I've probably had since I started doing this in pokers. I started doing the show right after Black Friday, literally a couple months, and I remember just all these updates every show about Full Tilt and Chris Ferguson, Howard Lederer, Ray Bitar. And I never thought I'd see the guy.
No, it's like seeing a ghost a little bit.
Yeah,
like I saw him in the hallway taking a picture, and I was like, it was like the closest thing poker players have to seeing a ghost. Is like seeing you just thought that he got on a boat and sailed away, and you never see him again. And like he shows up for like a 10K, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
I think that's a great way to put it. I really like that.
I really think that's what it is. I don't know. Also, like, unless he was off like in a cave, like getting better at poker, like there's no way that those guys are beating like the 10. I mean, maybe they are beating the 10K mixed tournament still, but like they're like probably not. So it's like they're almost like a ghost in those tournaments too a little bit. I don't know. It's like a weird thing, but I think
I can tell you're really torn about this, and I'm sure a lot of the guys that you hang with are too.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit better because not for any reason of theirs or any doing of theirs, but like most people got their money back, so that also like changes it a little bit. Like there's no need to be like feel any sort of like anger towards it at this point, because like not that I really like try to like harbor anger anyways, but like at least everyone got paid back. Yeah. So like it's frustrating to know that they're still like multi-millionaires despite like losing other people's money and getting basically bailed out by like the government and somebody else. Not really the government, but the government like working with somebody else.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just whatever. It's a thing that happened, and that sucks. And if I was them, I would never show up to the poker world. So
yeah,
I kind of judge them for that. But that's more like, again, that's like seems more like stupidity than greed or something. You know,
yeah.
It's like they're just not being smart.
Yeah, I mean it's and it's scary too, because I mean I've put pictures up of both of them, and just the venom that's there. I mean it's still there. There's so much hate. And
yeah, I
know Ferguson had some extra cops around him one day. I'm stunned that Lederer. I mean, the first night I saw Lederer, I saw no extra security.
Really?
And I was shocked. I would figure that he'd have to have somebody around him.
That's weird that he didn't, because
and
like Annie Duke got yelled at by people, and what she did was like a miniature scale to what he did. She was a little more like, I don't know, whatever. She scammed for a lot less than him, basically.
Yeah.
But like she was getting like the last time she sat at a table, some kid called her a scumbag over and over again until she busted. And like I haven't heard anything about Howard getting any shit, so it's like kind of interesting.
Yeah, I know. And I thought it was really funny because when I first saw him, he was playing one of the 10Ks, and he's literally back in the Amazon room in the corner, seated against the wall. I mean, almost as far back as he could be from anybody.
It's like he chose that seat or something.
You almost wonder.
Yeah.
It's like, here's Howard's table, everybody. You guys don't get to pick, but we're going to kind of slide Howard over here.
Yeah. We'll put a bunch of people who have never played the game at his table, since picking stuff out for him.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting ongoing story, especially if one of those two manages to make a final table here at series. Ferguson was already close. So
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
right, I'm sorry, I have to run because I have to grab my shake, and I have to go to be at the post office by 4:30, and I'm pretty sure that it's like 4:05 or something.
Okay, you're 4:03. You're close. Wow, good job.
Yeah,
All right,
I gotta do that, or else I'm in a lot of trouble. So.
Fair enough. Hey Jesse, good to see you. Best of luck at the World Series, and I want you to move up one spot in that main event this year.
Thank you.
Just one.
Yeah, and just grab me when I'm walking by. I'll come sit down,
Okay.
Anytime.
Sounds good, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah, take care.
All right, Jesse Sylvia join us here, of course. So close to a world championship, and great. He and Greg Merson, both great ambassadors for the game, but great to have Jesse Sylvia stopping by and joining us on the show. Boy, see, we packed some guests in there right at the end. You gotta love it. That's what we do. All right. So and I think, we're a little past 4 o'clock, so I think we're going to wrap this one up for the day. But we want to thank all of our guests for stopping over here. Of course, Jacob Zaleski from, let me pull this here real quick, the One Step Closer Foundation. Don't forget, guys, on Friday, 17th, that is at Planet Hollywood Casino, 12:30 p.m. at the mezzanine level, $300 buy-in. I think they're $100 add-ons on that. $10,000 guaranteed first place on that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So many great celebrities. Montel Williams, Cheryl Hines, Anthony Anderson, and Jose Canseco, Lawyer Malloy, Randy Couture. It is going to be an awesome time. So make sure you guys check that out. Get over there to Planet Hollywood for the Raising the Stakes for CP. Terrific cause. Looking to crack $1 million for this tournament. $1 million made, and it's going to be something else. So make sure you stop by on that one. I also want to thank Tony Burns from Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, stopping by, and of course, Dave Inselberg, Marvin Rettenmeyer, and Jesse Sylvia. Thanks for being with us, everybody. Hey, we will see you tomorrow on KSHP 1400 AM here in Las Vegas and KSHP.com. So you guys at the World Series, you can listen to us on your phones. Great guest Bernard Lee is going to be on for the hour, and we're going to have a blast with him. and it should be a good time. So once again, join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time on KSHP 1400 and KSHP.com. We will see you all next time. Thanks for joining us here from the World Series of Poker. Have a great night and best of luck at the tables, everybody.